Greetings, traders. It is I, Abdul Shabazz, and this is Some Real Change, the weekly recap where the trades were. Right now, we're going to break down every trade that I took this week, every winner, every loser. We're going to break down what the setup was. We're going to break down how much I won and how much I lost on every single trade. We do this complete transparency so that you will feel free to come join us and know that this is a safe place for you to be with us, learning how to trade the stocks on a daily basis and extract money out of the market. And right now, I'm getting ready to break down every trade we took starting with November the 18th. First trade of the day. Okay, here we are. We came, the market had a little chop, was going sideways, and then all of a sudden we broke the 586.2 level, which was at the moment an area of resistance. Once we got above that, I then saw us put in this green hammer. Right after that, we had trading underneath it, and I thought that we would at least have some retracement back to VWAP. It was Monday. I was excited. I got in and I took a 10% loss. I trade with bracket orders. Whenever I get in, I already know what potentially I may lose, and I'm completely satisfied with that. Therefore, I have no problem allowing the trade to play itself out because I'm only responsible for maintaining my risk. Now let's go ahead and take a look at how that looks on that 1 minute chart. As you can see, beautiful entry here at the 1035. As long as we were continuing to put in higher lows, I was in. Once we broke that structure, I got out, took a small 6% loss. No big deal, very controlled loss. Now let's take a look at the next trade that I took for today. Now looking here on the 5 minute chart, again, we had the market open, we had the breakout sideways, then again with the uptrend, again the loss I took here, thinking we were getting ready to pull back, we didn't. So what I did then was take the break of the 5 minute high and get back in this, continuing to go along with the uptrend, and there I was able to make some very nice profit, 12%, 16%, even 39%. So more than making up for the 6% and the 10% loss that I took earlier today that got wiped out in one trade. And then we had a beautiful 12%, 39% profit move. Let me show you what that looks like on the 1 minute. And here it is on the 1 minute. Again, showing you that other trade where I got in here on that call, was in profit, but again, she just chopped sideways, and as soon as she broke that structure, I got out, realizing that this was a key opportunity. As soon as I saw us close at this level, putting in a new high, I went ahead and entered my position there and just rode the beautiful trend that it was presenting for itself, held through the pullback, got out at 12%, got out at 16%, kept riding, and then ended the trade up 39%. Beautiful trade, and this was the trade that I took on still Monday. So this is also Monday's trade. Now back to the 5 minute chart. Here on Monday, once we got to 1140, we did see the beautiful 3-candle put setup that I love so dearly, and I had no choice but to take this, as this is a setup straight out of the playbook. The 3-candle put out of a supply area. I loved it, and it paid. Also, we were also forming a controlled selling algo as well. So I was also able to buy, or rather sell at the top, buy back in at the bottom of it, making some very nice profits there as well. Let me show you what that looks like on the 1 minute chart as well. Bring that in here real quick. On that 1 minute chart, Beautiful opportunity to make some profits as the chop subsided, clearly breaking out of that controlled buying algo. As I said, now creating a controlled selling algo. But this is what it looked like on the 1 minute. Once we got clear of those wicks, these tails, and in these tails is where you find bullish resistance as bulls are rejecting lower prices. Once price got trading below the 589.10, these bulls were forced to recover. Hence, the really profit taking, because they were never really in a bad position from these bulls again, and that's all this was. We just joined them in the profit taking, because in order for bulls to take profit, they have to sell, and selling brings the market down. So we joined them and take puts, and that's how we make quick profit and get to the bag. So this was, I believe, the last trade that I took on Monday. Now let's go ahead and look at the stats also for Monday. We finished today up 67%. You can't ask for anything better than that. We had the break of the inverted V, was the pattern that we used, and also that 3-candle put pattern, which we famously love straight out the playbook. And here is Tuesday's 5-minute chart. Man, as much as I love Tuesday and the profit that it gave, as I had a 24% winner and a 37% winner. Let me go ahead and blow that up and show you. Beautiful trade off the 5-minute chart. Looking at this beautiful hammer candle that we had on top of VWAP. Got in when we started trading above that. Also trading above the most recent 5-minute high. In the process of creating a new high for the day. Beautiful, beautiful trade. Let me also show you that on the 1 minute. As you can see on the 1 minute, got in it lovely right where I was supposed to, which was a continuation move. We do not get in on confirmation. We get in on continuation because we trade options. And with options, you definitely want the price going in your desired direction to maximize the profit that is available for you. And boom, boom, just like that, 24%, 37% profit was made in this particular trade on Tuesday. Sad to say, this was my only trade that I took. Total 61% was made on Tuesday. The pattern that I used was the break of an inverted V. Also taking a call, okay, out of demand as well once we got that continuation here as well. Sadly, that was the only trade I took on Tuesday, as there was a lot more money left on the table. However, a lot of guys, a lot of girls, a lot of team members in the Some Real Change trading group cashed in all the way to the bank. Not just myself, but it is the members who are also going to the bank, and that is what I'm the most proud of. Shout out to the members. Now, let us go to Wednesday, November the 20th. Take a look at that. Alrighty, now Wednesday, November the 20th was a very good day. Started the day off doing what I don't typically do, that is trade early. But I did make the announcement to the group that I will be trading early and that I did see this opportunity coming up on us. That opportunity came at the beginning of the following 5-minute chart as we continued to break through what was a daily resistance, continue to move to the downtrend, identifying a controlled selling algo that we were already in, coming into market open, decided to short it, take a put at the top of it, and take profits on the way down. Beautiful profits were taken, 20, 23 cents, 51 cents along the way. Let me show you what that looks like on the 1 minute candle. See, clearly getting in after this beautiful rejection of VWAP, putting in a shooting star candle. The very next candle, not a wick, not a tail, just a straight money drop. Ding, straight to the money. Took it in, got out at 20%, 23% profit, 51% profit. And that is how I started my morning off by 9:38. Truly a blessing. By 9:38, I've made more money than the average person makes in a week here in America. This is truly a blessing that we invite all of you all to come learn. The wife of yours who's sitting at home taking care of your children, let her learn this to bring ease and aid and empowerment to you. That student who has the spare time instead of going to parties, learn this. You, instead of watching games and playing video games that you didn't pay for it, learn this. Instead of watching movies, learn this and empower yourself. The very next trade came at 10:06. Still in that controlled selling algo. Realized that I had got out too early. We went sideways, then had another leg down. I was impatient, waiting for the bounce. Once we got the bounce to the top of the algo and the rejection, the very next candle, I got in. That was the confirmation. The very next candle was the continuation and made beautiful profits on that as well. 14% profit, 33% profit on that trade, and still managed to leave too much on the table. So I got to do better with that. Okay, now let me show you what this looks like on the 1 minute chart. On the 1 minute chart, again, still in that beautiful controlled selling algo. The sideways action, once we got that breakthrough, as I stated, I got in on the continuation. There was no wick in this candle, straight money candle. No wick, no tail, straight money candle. Got in, took some immediate profit. Okay, that way I was able to secure the trade. Now I'm automatically a winner. The next thing I did was then move my stop to break even. Now I've secured my bottom line. Now there's no way I can lose on this trade. It's only a matter of how much money do I want. I have de-risked myself from this trade. And that is how we take profits here on Surreal Change. Once the market starts moving in our direction, we put some money in our pocket. Okay? Picture this in your mind. If you're walking down the street and someone walks up to you and they say, "Excuse me, sir, here's $200. Are you going to say, "No, I don't want that $200 because I'm going to keep walking and I'm going to wait for somebody to walk up to me and give me 1,000?" Of course not. It's the same thing with the market. When the market gives you money, you take it. Let me tell you why. Because taking and extracting money from the market is something that a lot of people can't do. That's another reason why you should tune in. Because we do real trading on this channel. A lot of people show you the charts after the fact. They show you their profit statements after the fact, but they don't show you the live trading. And for over a year now, we have been trading the SPY live every day. Alhamdulillah, all praises to Allah. Getting real money, using real risk management to consistently be profitable every day. We have a system for taking profit. We have a system even when we take a loss. And that is why everybody is winning, and we invite you to come join us to do the same thing. Now, let's take a look at the next trade. Now, ironically, the very next trade was a loss. Now, I humbly say that even though I helped the team make a lot of money in it, I just prematurely traded. So, beautiful trade, beautiful green hammer at the bottom of support. Somehow, I just got in the trade early, and my bracket orders took me out. However, the very next candle, I was able to identify the breaking area of the 586 for the team. They were able to make beautiful profits right back up to VWAP. Textbook from hammer to VWAP as we identified this controlled buying algo that we were now in, as earlier bears were now taking profit. Let me show you what this looks like on the 1 minute chart. And here it is on the 1 minute chart. I got in right here at 10:26. It was going in my direction and then it retraced. And when it did that, I went on ahead and got stopped out for 23% loss. And that was it for me for that day. So that is how my Wednesday win. Remember Tuesday, 61% win, no losses. Wednesday, I had 141% win. Then I had that 23% win at the end of the day. Still finished the day up 118%. Also, the patterns that I used was the break of a V, okay, and the breaking of a selling algo, which is what I also used. Those were those patterns. Now let us go to Thursday and look at Thursday's chart. Okay, now we are on to Thursday's chart. Thursday began off beautiful. Started off with a call. That call we was able to take early at the 9:48. Yielded us in some very nice profits. 9%, 12%, 10%. Held on to a runner to see if we could go a little bit further. It didn't. We stopped it out at a 7% loss. Still beautiful profits were made on that. Let me show you what that looks like on the 1 minute chart. Again, market open, was able to identify this controlled buying algo that we were in, and it was right here at the top of the algo that we started taking profit. Also coincides with two beautiful shooting stars, and trading underneath it is all I needed to see to go ahead and get out of that call. Okay, that runner, only a 7% loss, but everything else was beautiful as we started going on our merry way Thursday. Now, let's go to the very next trade. The very next trade was a put, thinking that we were going to have a continuation move, thinking that this was going to be a break of demand. I went ahead, entered a put, and took a 11% loss on that move. Let's take a look at that on the 1 minute. And here that is on the 1 minute, thinking we were going to have that continuation here. We did have this rejection of lower prices here, this tail, indicating that these were bulls here. So I assumed that these bulls are going to get trapped and have to cover. Probably a good opportunity to take the market down lower. When that didn't happen, I immediately got out for 11% loss. But don't cry for me, Argentina. All I had to do is just be a little bit patient. And at 10:13, we had a beautiful call opportunity come in that gave us the home run trade of the day. Let me show you what that looks like on the 5-minute chart. On that 5-minute chart, we had a beautiful textbook green hammer trading above the green hammer, got in on that following candle, took it all the way to our next resistance area, which was the 590.6 area, got out there, held on a little bit more to the next candle, got out at 71% profit on that move. When that candle closed and put in a red shooting star, that was all the indication that I need to get out of that trade as well. Last trade I took was a put, thinking that we were going to break demand and have further continuance downward, especially from this beautiful shooting star, and we were still in a controlled selling algo, thinking we were going to break the algo. I took a put. We didn't. So in the process of that, I wound up taking a small loss. Let me show you that on the 1 minute chart as well. After those beautiful profits, this is the area. And I was in profit for a little while, thinking that we were going to break that demand area and go down even further. We didn't. When that didn't happen, automatic bracket order took me out for a 9% loss. Beautiful, beautiful day. Ended up that day with a 125% gain on the day. Had 152%, had 27% in losses, but to end up 125% for the day. Beautiful patterns were the red hammer pattern that I used and the shooting star. Now let's go to Friday. And Friday was a day that started out absolutely lovely, but I just kept holding on, trying to get that home run, trying to send Friday and myself into the weekend. out on the stratosphere, and I've got to settle myself down on Fridays. In fact, I'm going to reduce myself. I traded too much on Fridays. Full transparency, I traded too much on Fridays. Started off with a beautiful call at the 941. Was able to get into that. Immediately up in profit, 10% profit, 25% profit. Was even up to 30, 40% profit. Held on, wanted more, didn't happen. Took an 18% loss on the runner. Came right back again. Got in another call at 957. Was a beautiful, okay, 15%, 20% profit. Turned right back around to a 27% loss. Then here I jumped into a put. I was up here 10%, 12% profit. Turned that back around into a loss. That was it for me. So let me go ahead and show you what that looked like for Friday, how I ended up on Friday. Friday started off with 35% wins, ended up taking 67% losses. Ended up negative 32% on Friday. But don't cry for me, Argentina, because on the week, as the week is showing, that I had 67% wins on Monday, 61 on Tuesday, 118% on Wednesday, 125% on Thursday. Friday, negative 32%. Still ended the week net percentage up 339%. Play by play, trade by trade, transparency by transparency. The lives have been reported. You can go back and look at the live Monday through Friday and see every trade that I just called out. We also invite you to join us as we do this every day, Monday through Friday, starting at 9:25.